have the poison that comes from protein. Protein causes the system to be toxic, especially in African people, because proteins are recycled in the body. I think the Europeans may metabolize completely 12 proteins, where Africans do about 22. So we metabolize more proteins. But when you have an overabundance of proteins in your body, from your diet, it clogs down the blood. The blood becomes suppurated with this thick mucus kind of slime, which is a nice name for liquid manure that floats in the blood. And they call this liquid manure mucus. And we have degrees and stages of manure. 1 degree is called mucus, 1 degree is called pus, 1 degree is called this and that. All these things come in a degree, and when you get to the highest degree of it, you call it manure. But the whole tribe is called manure. A rose by any other name is still a rose. So we have this liquid manure floating in the body that inhibits the action of the melanin. So you have a melanin-deficient diet based on an anti-melanin diet, which is a European-based diet, which you call a junk food diet. So it fills the body up with this mucus and stops the recycling of the protein and stops the recycling of the calcium. You need the calcium to stimulate your energy. You need the magnesium to slow down the energy. So they work together, as the Europeans call them, antagonistic, but they are complementary pairs. And when you get the blood too thick with this liquid manure, which you call mucus, it stops the recycling of nutrients, which is the main ability of melanin. It's the ability to convert and recycle. So you become melanin deficient, which means your immune system is weak. All of this comes from the action of having something together that doesn't belong together, which is what poisons do. It bonds substances together that don't belong together, and they irritate the system. And they call this irritation by free radicals. Because in European science and mythology, they believe that something is free, is radical. Anything that's radical is going to disturb the system. So these free substances are called free radicals, based again on their mythology and superstitions. So we can protect our bodies with vitamin A, with vitamin B, with phenylalanine, with lysine, with glutathione, with vitamin C and vitamin B, the B complex. The way to boost up the strength of vitamin C to help purge your body of this mucus content and the poisons is to, for example, you can have raw lemon juice or raw orange juice. You take that and mix in with it a liquid vitamin C or vitamin C crystals, or take vitamin C with it, or buffered vitamin C. That's vitamin C without the acid in it, and it makes the vitamin C that you do take 3 to 4 times the strength. In other words, if you take 500 milligrams of vitamin C, if you take it with raw lemon juice, it becomes up to 3,000 milligrams of vitamin C because it boosts the action. They call that synergistic, working in a symphony, synthesize. In any case, we can do the vitamin C, the vitamin D, which melanated skin converts in the first place, which stabilizes the calcium. We can do vitamin D. We can do vitamin E, which is simply known as a fertility supplement in European medicine. They mostly take it for its fertility ability, the ability to help them reproduce. But vitamin E is known as a vitamin that helps hold oxygen in your body. The secret to health is to hold the oxygen. Liquid chlorophyll does that. It helps hold the oxygen. When a cell loses about 60% of its oxygen content, it becomes cancerous, no matter where it is in the body. So we have these cancerous cells, which are basically oxygen deficient. So to raise the oxygen content of the cell, you take vitamin E. And with the oxygen content of the cell raised, your defense are much higher. And liquid chlorophyll can do that too, because it has a conversion reaction.